Magic in the room. Listeners, we hope you are having an incredible holiday season and wanted to share this bonus episode just with you. 'Twas the night before the office holiday party, and all through the house, the leader was pacing, consumed by stress and doubt. They had to face their team at the party, and they didn't know what to say about the coming recession and the challenges that lay ahead after New Year's Day. The kids were all nestled snug in their beds, while visions of squishmallows danced in their heads. But the leader lay awake, feeling overwhelmed and drained, wondering how they would get through the party, let alone sustain their business and refrain from spilling the beans about the struggles they feared and the challenges that lay ahead, most likely in the coming year. They knew their team was counting on them to provide cheer and hope, but they just didn't know how to keep smiling through what felt like an existential joke. Suddenly, from downstairs, there came a knock on the door. The leader hesitated, then rushed down, not wanting to ignore. But as they opened the door, to their great surprise, stood Santa Claus, dressed as a businessman, in a red, green, and white tie. "Don't be afraid, my dear leader," Santa said with a grin. "I've come to share some wisdom. Let us begin. You see, the key to leading with hope and resilience is vulnerability, honesty, and clear purpose to enable persistence." The leader's eyes lit up as they listened with intent, finally seeing a new way to prevent the stress and overwhelm that had been weighing them down. They knew exactly what to do, and a smile began to drown the doubts and fears that had been consuming their mind. They knew that with Santa's wisdom, they could leave all that behind. And with that, Santa chuckled and waved goodbye, hopped into his sleigh, and disappeared into the sky. Next morning, the leader rose with a new sense of pride, determined to lead with vulnerability, honesty, and purpose, open and wide. They arrived at the office feeling light and free and spent the day reflecting, clarifying, and their purpose beginning to see. Finally, 'twas the night of the party, and the leader was ready. The snacks were being eaten, and ugly sweaters were sweaty. The team was nestled all snug in their places, while the leader stood before them, ready to meet their gazes. "I know we've faced some challenges," the leader began to say, "but I want you to know that we'll get through this, come what may." They talked about recession, talent retention, and the struggles they faced, but also about not letting fear distract them from running their own special race. The leader took a deep breath and looked out at the team, feeling welling gratitude, and a tear in their eye began to gleam. They knew that their team was more than just a group of resources. They were people with hopes and dreams and untapped energy resources. "Deep down, we all want more than just a paycheck," the leader said with a smile. "We want to do work that matters and to feel a sense of belonging all the while. We're not just a group of people trading our hours for cash. We're a team with a shared purpose and an opportunity we shouldn't let pass." The team smiled and listened close, feeling a sense of pride, knowing that they were part of something bigger and that they could always confide in their leader, and with one another, they could create a new song. Together, they could tackle any challenge, make one another better, and belong. "We're all in this together," the leader reminded with a smile. "And with honesty, vulnerability, and a clear, authentic purpose, we'll go the extra mile." The team nodded in agreement, feeling uplifted and ready to slay any challenge that lay ahead on this, the most festive of days. As the party rocked on and the team made merry, Santa watched from the office window, his heart feeling very full of joy in the hope that radiated from the leader and team. He knew that they were well on their way to achieving a dream. And later, as the boss walked into the night, they called back to the team with all of their might. On spreadsheets, on dashboards, on emails and calls, on production, on deadlines, on sales and all. Aligned on our purpose, we'll refocus when we fall. Now bring it on, bring it on, bring it on all.